How we doing, guys? Well, weekend's finally here. Time to get back to what we want to do as opposed to what we have to do. So we're going to be back out in the workshop today, and we're going to be working on the chicken coop again. This will be part 3. So a little crazy New England weather this week. A couple of days ago it was almost 70 degrees. I get up this morning, it's 25. Of course it's going to be cold on the day I need to be outside working, but such is the case for New England. So get the fire going here, get things warmed up in the garage, and then we are going to continue on with the chicken coop today. We did have a slight change in plan because sometimes things change. So the wife decided that she did want to put one nesting box on this, just in case we have, a hen that's not getting along with the others and she needs a place to lay some eggs. So we are going to add one on here today, and then we're going to work on putting the glass windows in, and see if we can pretty much get this thing wrapped up. We might have to do some painting. I don't know if I can do it today because it's going to be so cold. But at least if we can get all the framework done, the windows done, the nesting box done, get everything squared away, we'll be that much further ahead. Tomorrow I think it's going to warm up a little bit more, and we're going to try to get back outside and work a little bit more on the fenced in area. See if we can get that screened up and whatnot. So let's get things warmed up a little bit here and we'll get going. Alright, first thing we're going to do is box out a little bit of a framework here. So I put these spacers here because I want it up a little bit. I don't want it all the way down there. And then we're going to put this piece up here. And then I got to make a couple of side pieces. And then we'll enclose it. I'm going to utilize this opening to allow the chickens to get in and out of the nesting box. And then I have to leave a space here for the wood, the plastic that we're putting, and then a little bit of bedding. So let's finish up this frame here first. Alright, so this is the basic framework. I did cut a channel so that I can recess the boards on the inside. I'm going to make a little door here to be able to reach in and grab the eggs. I'm going to put the roof, the back, the bottom. So that's the basic framework for now. I'm going to get the sides cut up, and we'll get the rest of that assembled. Alright, so I took this board and I cut out a door, put a couple of hinges, put a latch on here, so now you have access to get in there and grab the eggs as you need them. And then you can just put a carabiner on there, lock it up, and that'll be all set. Alright, so here's where we are. We got the sides up, we got the roof on it. Got the latch here, we got the hinges, so this will flip down so you can have access to get in there to get to your eggs. Okay. Got to put the roofing on, get it painted, and then they can access it from the inside. They can walk right in. Alright, so that's all set. So I guess now I'm going to work on getting the windows done. Alright, so let's start on that. Alright, so last week I made the frames. It's going to go like that. I cut out a channel in here to mount the glass in, to recess it so it sits flush. So I'm just going to sand these down a little bit because they're still a little bit rough. We'll get them sanded down, get the glass installed, get these installed on here. So it's going to be one on the front, one on that side, and then the back wall is going to have one also. So let me start with sanding these down. Okay, so what we're doing with this plexiglass here is I'm using my circular saw with a fine-tooth blade backwards. When you put it on backwards, it's going to give you a cleaner cut as opposed to smashing it. So that seemed to work good. So I'm going to cut out a couple more for these other two windows. We'll get those set in there and get them installed on the coop. Okay, so it comes with this plastic coating on it to help protect it, and you can also use it to mark where you want to cut. So I'm going to cut this and have it supported by something so that it doesn't want to bounce around and crack on you. Okay, so that works good for cutting it. Doesn't chip it up. You know, if you have a fine blade on there, you can get a nice straight cut with it. Let's see if it fits. Yep. Okay, so that's good. That's window number 2. I got one more to do, and we'll get those set up. Alrighty, next step, we're going to paint the frames up so that we can put the glass in them. This is going to be the back side, so I'm not overly concerned about it, but I do want to put some paint on it so that if water happens to get behind here, it's not going to soak into the wood. Alright, so I'm not going to bore you with watching me paint this, so I'll get these done, and then I'll show you once I get the glass installed. Alright, so next step is we're going to set the plexiglass in the frames. Okay, we're going to peel this plastic off of here. Drop it right in there. And then what I'm going to do to secure it is I'm just going to run a bead of hot glue right along the edge, and that'll hold it into place. Okay, so now that's sealed in there. And we can put it up on the door. So we're just going to take that, we're going to screw it on there, and then that'll be all set. We are going to hinge this so that we can open it, let some fresh air in there. I'm going to put a screen behind there. So the next thing is we'll put some hinges on here. Alright, so I cut out some of this wire mesh, and we're just going to staple it in place. Okay, so now we have a nice wire mesh on here to protect the birds, and we're going to put the window on here that'll tilt out, and that way we'll get ventilation, but when it's cold we can close it down and keep them warm. Alright, you can see you got the hinges on here, we've got the plexiglass. I put the latch on here, so now we can make a prop run or whatever, keep it open. We have the screen for ventilation. If we close this up, we can put a carabiner in there, keep it locked up nice and safe for the chickens. Alright, so I'm going to do, we have a couple of windows, and then we're going to put the roof on. Alright, so you can see how this is going to work. When it's cold out, close it down, latch it up. When it's nice out, put the chain up, get plenty of fresh air in there for the chickens. Same deal on the side one here. I just got to get another little piece of chain, but same deal. This one will open up, let fresh air in. Alright, so I just got to mount the window on the back here. This is going to be a permanent window because it's going to be up against the fence, so it's not going to swing open, it's just going to let light in. So let me get that one mounted on. Alright, so you guys know I love repurposing stuff. I went to the dump a little while ago and somebody threw away a bundle of roofing shingles, and I said, oh hell yeah, I'll take those, I can use them one day. And sure enough, I can use them on the coop here, so we put those to good use. Alright, so next thing is we got to put the plastic in the floor. So we're using food grade plastic like we did on the other coop to line the floor. We're going to cut the pieces up, lay them all in here, get that all squared away. So the company I get this from actually cuts it to size for you, which is awesome. I just have to notch out where these posts are, and then I can drop it right in. Alright, so I'm just using a little battery-powered cutoff wheel for this, and that seems to work just fine. Let's see if she fits. Beautiful. So now, nothing's going to get through this to absorb into the wood underneath. I also have pieces I'm going to line the outside with, so let me get those cut and installed also. Alright, you can see how the other pieces now go in there and line the sides of it to help protect it also. Alright, so we're going to be using these self-drilling screws. These are number 10 by 3/4. They got a flat pan head on them so you don't crack the plexiglass. We'll start with one in the middle here. Just kind of work our way out. Alright, so that's that. I'm just going to finish securing the rest of those, and then we're going to be pretty close to being done with this thing. So let me just finish up on the inside panels and see where we're at. Alright guys, I think this is going to pretty much wrap it up for today. Got everything accomplished that I wanted to. We got the doors on, we got the screening, we got the latches, the hinges, got the whole inside done with the plastic. We got the laying house with the door. That's all set. We got the roofs on. Got the side windows. Got the back window. So I think this thing's probably ready to get out into the coop. I did put the screen mesh up in here so we can get ventilation, but you know, keep them safe. I gotta get another little chain for here for this window so we can hold that one open. But other than that, I think we're in good shape. Alright guys, I'm gonna call that a wrap for today. Tomorrow I'm gonna see about maybe getting out in the yard, doing a little more work, maybe see about even dragging this out there and getting it in the pen. Alright, if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, a like, a share. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, almost there. I'm about 900 now, so I'm working my way there. So, alright guys, have a great weekend, and I will catch you later.